Another thing that's interesting about this album is that you have a song with Mac Dre and San Quinn on there.
Yeah.
And I just saw that 40 had posted something. It was a written interview that Mac Dre did about how 40 asked him personally to get on your album.
Yeah, because what it was, you know, I wasn't around with all the bad history or whatever they may have had. But all I know is when we was in Vallejo, we used to knock Cutthroat Committee and Mac Dre all the time. You know what I mean? That's what we was slapping. So I came to E. I was like, and in the back of my mind, I was trying to squash everything. I was trying to be the middle person to make everything smoothing out. Because at the time, I was talking to a woman that was Kilo Kurtz. Shout out to Kilo Kurtz.
Shout out to Kilo.
That's her that's her cousin. So they always showed me a lot of love. All the Dregs records always showed me a lot of love. If you go back and look at some of their album cover pictures, I'm on it. Some of their album cover pictures with a Sick Wid It pig on. Like they always showed me hella love. So I was trying to mesh out everything. So I told E, I said, man, I can't do this album without putting Mac Dre on it. I wanted to see what he was gonna say. And he looked at me and he said, I ain't tripping. He was like, you want Mac Dre on your CD? I said, yeah, cousin, I want to get Mac Dre on there. He was like, all right, it's nothing. He was like, do it. I think you should do it. Because this is when he was on that too. He was trying to mesh out everything at that time too. And I was like, man, bro, this gonna be a way, because I'm going to family events with Curtis and them, and his daddy baptized me. So I'm doing other stuff with them besides with Sick Wid It. So I'm like, man, it really ain't no problem. That everybody's saying it's a problem, but it really ain't no problem, because I'm around these cats all the time and they showing me nothing but love. You feel me? So I felt like that song was gonna break everything. Plus, I'm really fooling with Miami and Dre now. I'm jumping in the car with them. They coming through to my neighborhood to see me. Hey, Coca. They call me Coca because my street name is Kane. They call me Coca. They pull up, back Dre in Miami. Coca, what's up? Woo, woo. So I'm really fooling with them at the time. And instantly, man, we was in the studio first time ever. A gang of Sick Wid It cats, a gang of Dregs cats. We had Laughing Tiger in the studio together, you know what I mean? And I felt good about that, just being able to make that happen, you know what I mean? First time ever that you got all the Sick Wid It cats and the Dregs cats in one studio session, and no problems, no nothing. Everybody blowing, everybody drinking, chilling, you know what I mean? That happened with Turf Talk.
That's tight. That's hella tight. Yeah, so because there's songs with Bila's on a couple of Dre's projects.
Right.
There's little things here and there like the back and forth, but that's Mac Dre's first appearance on a Sick Wid It album.
Right.
So that is a pretty big deal for Vallejo.
Yep, it was big because I just was happy that we was able to actually do the song together. No sending it over the internet, none of that.
Was Quinn there too?
Quinn was there. Everybody was there, man. We had a good time, man. Shout out to Quinn too. That's my bro. Yep, he was there. And then, man, it came out dope.
Yeah, I was listening to that one too. I'm like, this is a sick one.
Yeah.
And you got another song with Dre, Dre, and Yuckmouth.
Yeah, me, Dre, Yuckmouth. They put that together. We didn't do that together, but we just did it.
Yep. Was that after he passed?
I think that came out either right before or after.
Okay.
Did
Hubba Rock come out after Dre passed?
Cause it happened right after after Hubba Rock dropped, right after that album came. That's when the incident came. So it was like Dre last recorded song was Hubba Rock with me, like one of his last ones. I ain't gonna say his last one because I don't know exactly what his last one, but I'm about 80% sure that it was his last big feature before he passed away.
That's interesting, because another conversation I have a lot on this podcast is just, in my role on this platform, I like to set a clear timeline that everybody agrees on when it comes to like the hyphy shit.
Right.
Because I always stress the point, and most people seem to agree, that the Dregs movement was like before hyphy. That's separate things. Because Dre, it's the same energy, but Dre had his own wave that was kind of different from what the hyphy movement.
Well, Dre always had his own wave. You feel me? Like the Dregs from the rump to the thiz, they always had their own thing going on, because you know they got different type of fans. Like they fans is different than everybody fans. Like when, if you know what I'm talking
like
about. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
they got different type of fans. So he always had his own movement. Dre and them was a big part of the Hyphy movement. You know what I mean? They was going stupid. Like when we seen them go stupid, everybody started going stupid. So
for sure,
really, they was the movement.
But that's what I mean, is that it was its own thing before it was stamped and labeled like the Hyphy movement.
I agree.
Its own thing.
I would agree.
Evolved into that.
I would agree.
Without Dre, for sure, no Hyphy movement.
I would agree.
But the energy that came after Dre passed, and a lot of that was motivated by a lot of people coming together.
It just took it over. Like that's what I tell a lot of these new cats, right? Like you can't have no movement if y'all not getting along. Like so how you say it went to everybody came together and it went to the next. The only way we was able to do that, and the only way we was able to have a Hyphy movement, is because we all got along, and we was all able to make money together. We was all able to do tours together. We was able to show y'all the whole Bay together. You know what I mean? And if you funkin', you can't do that. If you funkin', if you choosing sides, if y'all have separation, you'll never have another Hyphy movement or nothing if y'all separated. You know what I mean? So that's the only way we was able to do what the Hyphy movement was able to go to the next level after Dre and get bigger and bigger. It's because we all came together. And he was a big part of us coming together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people came together to honor his memory too,
exactly,
and to keep the shit lit.
Exactly.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.